to the channel, and today I'm going to talk about the next mod for the truck, and that is, from the title of this video, obviously, we're doing bigger injectors in this truck. A lot of you guys have been asking for it, and finally it is time to do that. I am losing an injector a little at a time with the truck. It's running really good otherwise, but my injectors are definitely, they're done. They're out, they're ready to quit. So now is the time to upgrade. I have a trip to South Carolina soon, and I can't be worrying about losing an injector on the way down. So now, before we get into the upgrade that I'm doing, guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment down below on anything you'd like to see and your opinions of my injector choice for the next couple of months. Let's finally start talking about the injector. So what I'm going with right now, I have stock injectors in this, two of which have been replaced, one with a Warren diesel and one with an Alliant remanufactured, both just stock injectors, nothing fancy about them, no upgrades done. Now I'm already getting another contribution bounce for my number 2 injector on the same side, that is the driver's side of the truck. Will be the 3rd injector getting replaced. So we're gonna upgrade them now. We're gonna do all 8 of them, and I'm going with a 175 stock nozzle injector for this. Now I am gonna go with Warren diesel, and they are going to be their premium, so it has the Warren diesel spool valve and their new upgraded solenoids that they offer, new wires. It's a very nice setup with a lot of positive reviews online. Now I know stock nozzles are not a very popular choice for any injector. Heck, I'm fairly certain there's people out there that put 30% over nozzles on stock injectors. Don't do that, guys. It's a terrible idea. And why I chose to go with a stock nozzle for that is for the fact that the only place you're really losing power is on the very top end. Down low, it's going to provide a cleaner running injector despite the added fuel, because it'll atomize, something like that. I think I'm saying that correctly. Better than if you put a larger injector on. So when you go with a larger nozzle, what you need to do is you need to up the body of the injector as well to provide a similar force to keep smoke output down. Now I know who would want to keep smoke output down, but the fact is it's kind of annoying driving around, and unless you're trying to, when the truck smokes, I personally don't care for it. I look at it this way: that is wasted power that I want to use, but I can't because I can only see it coming out my tailpipe. Now, also, towing is a very big thing for me now. There's plenty of people that tow with 30% injector nozzles with a 175 or a 155 bodied injector, but I don't think you really need them for 175s. Unless you're talking strictly about just adding power to the truck, you don't need a 30% nozzle to provide an increase in towing performance like I'm looking for. Now, that's not to say that on the high end that I won't see a performance. In fact, I expect the truck to be about, on a race tune, probably about mid 500s. Now, there are people that are high 500s with a 30% nozzle, which is pretty amazing, because generally speaking 175s aren't a huge injector at all, and to be almost cranking out 600 horsepower with them is quite a feat. So now, some plans to toy around with the 175 stock. 1, the truck's going back on the dyno. 2, while I have this and there's airflow improvements that can be made, because my Power Max most likely won't clean up a 175cc injector, we're going to also be doing a billet wheel on the Power Max that I'm running. Now, the billet wheel, it's kind of, there's a lot of people that believe in them. There's a lot of people that say, I don't think it's that great. I want to try to show some backing to it. As you guys saw in the Power Max review video that I did, I want to try to back some of this up one way or another. I'm unbiased. I don't care which works, as long as one works better than the other. Now, who knows, they could be very negligible. Maybe as far as overall power numbers, there's no difference, but maybe one spool's better down low than the other based on weight and blade characteristics, all that good stuff. Who knows? We will find out though. So guys, yes, this was not a very action-packed video, but I did want to throw it out there. I am getting upgraded injectors for the truck. I am going to run these for approximately 5 months, And then I'm going to turn around, and I actually already have somebody lined up to purchase these injectors from me. So that is the game plan, is to basically run them for a little and then turn around and sell them to upgrade to probably a 190/30. There, you know, after looking up some stuff, I might just get new injectors and put nozzles on, a bigger nozzle, a 30% nozzle. We'll see what I choose to do in the end, but we're starting with a 175 stock. Like I said, they're already sold sometime this fall to somebody. So that's the game plan, guys. We will see how this goes. I am going to be heading over to Greg's tomorrow. Right now, this is Monday. I'm planning on editing this video tonight, and my goal is tomorrow to head over to Diesel and Automotive and actually order my new injectors. So I'm very excited about that, guys, and we will have a upload coming soon of me installing the injectors. I still have that IPR valve. I'm going to install that. So a couple things going on. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this upload, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your opinions on injectors with nozzles. It's a whole huge debate. Just keep it clean in the comment section, guys. But let's hear some of your guys' thoughts on what's going on. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next upload.